One of the consequences of the recent drought that we've had here in Oklahoma is vitamin A deficiency is a potential problem that we could have going into the fall and winter months, because the primary source of vitamin A is beta-carotene, which is available in green growing plants. Well, in many cases, our pastures are brown, they're dry. The hay that is often being fed to cattle is hay that perhaps has been stored for over a year. And vitamin A just doesn't stay in hay that has been stored for an extended period of time. So when you put all of these situations together, then we have the potential to have very low, if not deficient levels of vitamin A going into our cows as we go into the winter time. If we're lucky enough to get enough rain to get some wheat pasture, then that will be a good source of vitamin A if we can use that as a supplement for these cows this fall and winter. But if we have the situation on our place where we don't have wheat pasture and we're going to have to feed hay that's either been stored for a long period of time or perhaps hay from a source from some other state, and we don't know how long that hay has been harvested, then I think we want to plan to use some supplemental source of vitamin A for these cattle as we go into the winter. A couple of ways of getting vitamin A into them. Cows can either be injected with about 1 million international units of vitamin A, and that will usually help them for somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 4 months, because vitamin A can be stored in the liver for several months. Another way of providing vitamin A is any range cube or supplement that you might be mixing to feed to these cattle. Plan to have the feed mixed to where it contains about 30,000 international units of vitamin A per head per day for dry pregnant cows. And then after those cows calve, they should be getting enough to amount to about 50,000 international units of vitamin A per head per day. Vitamin A deficiency can cause some problems such as blind calves when they're born, very weak calves, and can also have an effect on the reproductive outcome for next year's calf crop. So it is important to pay attention to vitamin A, especially in this drought year. We think that it's a good idea to think through, are your cattle getting enough vitamin A this fall and winter after this drought, so that we don't have potential problems at calving time or in breeding seasons next summer. Hey, we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.